Good afternoon, everyone. That was such an important and wonderful story. And we look forward to sharing a bit more about our culinary skills program and our partnership with the Seafarers Union a little later in the program. But first, I want to welcome you to this year's Ready to Work Luncheon. And I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Lori Fort Harnick, and 2 months ago, I was honored and humbled to take on the role of President and CEO of Goodwill of the Olympics and Rainier region. As I take on this role, I am extremely grateful and appreciative of all the work led by my predecessor, Terry Hayes, who did so much with all of you to build this organization and its services to our community. Terry's 15 years of dedication and service were an incredible gift to all the people of this region, for which we will be forever thankful. I also want to thank the members of our boards of directors, whose steadfast leadership provides invaluable guidance and support. Will those in attendance please stand to be recognized? The members of our Goodwill Board of Directors, led by Chairman C.W. Hersholt, stand to be recognized. The members of our Goodwill Heritage Foundation Board, led by Chairman Greg Bearsack, and the members of our Goodwill Contracting Services Board. Thank you all so much. And I want to especially recognize the employees of our Goodwill, more than 1,500 who work hard every day to deliver our mission in partnership with so many of you. A cross-section of our employees are here today, sitting at your tables to share their stories. So please enjoy getting to know them and their dedication to our mission. And my note of gratitude would not be complete without a heartfelt appreciation for all of our sponsors for today's event, all of whom make it possible for us to dedicate all the funds raised today to serving the people of the Olympics and Rainier region. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Columbia Bank. Thank you to our speaker sponsors, Boeing and JP Morgan Chase. Thank you to our hospitality sponsor, Starbucks. And thank you to our recognition sponsors, Bank of America, the Chehalis Tribe, Print Northwest, Tacoma News Tribune, and Titus Will. And thank you also to our opportunity sponsors, our Hope sponsors, our table patrons, and our program sponsors. Finally, I must say a very big thank you to the people of this community, to all of you for the wonderful and warm welcome that you have extended to me during these past 2 months. I have not had the opportunity to meet each one of you, but I have learned from those that I've met that this is a community that is full of heart, full of spirit, and full of energy to make this region the best place to live for all who live here. Through your warm welcome, you have demonstrated to me not only a great deal of care for this community, but a great deal of togetherness, a great deal of partnership, and a great deal of commitment to solve the problems, overcome the challenges, and embrace the opportunities to build a strong and healthy economy and society in Tacoma and across the surrounding region. I could not be more thrilled to join you in that commitment and dedication. I am eager to learn from you, to listen to your ideas, your concerns, and your stories about the ways that Goodwill can continue to grow and enhance its contributions to this community. I am ready to work. We have great examples already of the impactful work that we do together. Last year alone, Goodwill helped approximately 7,500 unemployed adults with life skills, and job placement. This is due to partnerships that we have with so many of you, including organizations such as Key Bank, which has funded our financial fitness program, the EPA, City of Tacoma, and the Clover Park Technical College, and their support of our environmental training program, the United Way and its excellent Center for Strong Families. It's also due to the great support we receive from Bank of America and the YMCA for our retail operations, which of course are a significant funding source for our mission. These examples also include the 1,600 military veterans and their families that we are honored to support with services funded by Boeing, Walmart, Wells Fargo, and the Schultz Family Foundation, and of course, the critical partnership we have with Joint Base Lewis McChord. In addition, we helped more than 2,500 young people, 1 in 5 who identify as homeless. Many of these young people are served through the Reach Center, which we are proud to host and support at the Milgard Work Opportunity Center, along with the Tacoma Community House and many others. What a fantastic one-stop shop for young people searching for any number of services from nonprofits and government agencies across the region. And we're thrilled to partner again this year with Reach and the City of Tacoma on Summer Jobs 253, helping our youth find great job experiences here in our city. As we look at these partnerships, it is clear we are certainly better together. And as we at Goodwill work hard to address the volatility of the retail industry and the uncertainty of government funding of social services, this togetherness means the world to us. This togetherness will be more important than ever as we seek to understand the changing dynamics of the modern workplace, as we seek to understand the changing skills and requirements that are being sought by employers of all sizes and all industry sectors, as we seek to understand the changing needs of the people we serve and work hard to meet them where they are, wherever they are, on their life journey, as we seek to understand how we at Goodwill can be a bridge, a strong bridge with a solid foundation between the people of this region with the greatest needs and the jobs of this region with the greatest opportunities, as we seek to understand how to work with all of you to tap into the potential of our people and unleash that potential for the collective good of our community. To talk more about the talent and potential here in our community, I am thrilled to introduce Goodwill's Senior Vice President for Workforce Development, Dan Fye.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dan Fye. I'm the Vice President for Workforce Development at Goodwill of the Olympics and Rainier region. I'm in this position about a year, and I've been absolutely thrilled in the last year to work on behalf of our communities, the residents of our communities, helping individuals get on a pathway to economic prosperity and helping our businesses thrive and prosper by getting the workforce that they need when they need it. Spent this last year really learning about programs, learning about the effectiveness of our Goodwill, and working then to try and improve those programs and make them better for our communities and their residents. I want to go into some details today on this and share these thoughts with you and let you know all that we're up to at this fabulous organization. First, a little background on me. My whole career has been in the field of workforce development. I've served in a variety of organizations from the federal level to community and technical college systems, and now to a community-based organization. It's been absolutely thrilling for me to be able to work on behalf of job seekers in all these different avenues. But one thing I've learned in all of these areas in which I've worked is that workforce development work really is about trying to meet the needs of employers and the needs of job seekers and trying to match them. And when that match happens, individuals prosper, businesses prosper, and whole communities prosper. So at its very core, workforce development work is about community work, and that's what makes this so much fun. Of course, the matching is the work. That's where the work really happens, and the team I get to lead at Goodwill does this day in and day out and do it very effectively. We've developed at Goodwill a variety of programming to help our participants get on a pathway to employment and advance. We develop skill programs to meet the needs of our regional and local employers, and we provide wraparound services, case management, and soft skills trainings to help individuals be ready for the workplace. Importantly, we meet individuals where they're at, what they bring to the table, and we use those building blocks to help them capitalize on their innate strengths and abilities and move forward. As you saw in that first video, Bob Talepa is an example of this. Bob's degenerative eye disease did not stop him from moving forward. It merely was a stop-off point from one career and a movement in a new direction to a new career at the Seafarers Union. Weeks after graduating our culinary training program, Bob completed the union's stewardship program, which is basically lead cook on the merchant marine ships, and he finished that in Piney Point, Maryland. And when he graduated that program, he walked right into a $50,000 a year job, and he's been able to see places of the world he could never imagine. Bob has seen Korea, Japan, New Zealand, sailed through the Panama Canal. It's on my hit list someday. That's wonderful. In Scandinavia, Bob's work with Goodwill, think of this, led to economic independence and the chance to see the world. And this was a man that was in our culinary training program but a few months ago. So this is the avenues that can be built when we build economic and career pathways. We're on our fourth student that we're sending to this very same training program. So Bob was not a one-off. He's the way of the future for our culinary training program. Meeting individuals where they are at and customizing our approach to individual needs is very key to our success. This is supported by two of my own beliefs that have developed through my years of experience and service. First is my belief that all individuals have talents and abilities that can be tapped as a springboard to help them move forward. The desire to change and improve is a very strong personal characteristic, and one our Goodwill participants that come into all of our centers carry with them every day. Bob had that, and Jesse did too, as you will soon see in our second video. So have hundreds of other participants that come into Goodwill. Core determination to improve and move forward, and our job, the work of workforce development, is meeting them where they're at and helping them move forward. Second is my belief that a pathways approach, a holistic approach with our partners, employers, participants, and supportive services gives individuals a better chance of supporting themselves and their family in the long run. It comes down to this. A first job is a great first step, but it's often not enough. The self-sufficiency and career pathway work I reference here requires a focus on the quality of services over the quantity of services. While our shop has been known for great scale and numbers in our workforce programs, increasingly at our Goodwill, we will be focusing on the quality of our services and our ability to help individuals get farther along on their career pathway. This is based on the following thoughts and platforms. First, in times of high employment, like now, individuals who can't get work on their own often have greater barriers to getting work. Quite simply, there's a large population in our communities who have not benefited through this economic recovery. They have barriers to employment that need training and help that we offer at Goodwill. And frankly, this includes those who are working too. Many who are working are often stuck in low-wage jobs with little opportunity to advancement. According to the United Way of Pierce County, the number of ALICE individuals is growing. ALICE stands for, and I know many of you know this, Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. So it's a class of the working poor in our communities who needs more training and a chance to grow up and beyond their current job into a career. Secondly, individuals need higher quality training and services to move upward to independence, and employers are increasingly seeking higher qualified candidates. Labor market data shows that by 2020, about 60% of the jobs in the United States will require some form of post-secondary education. We need higher caliber training for specific technical jobs and industries, such as those in manufacturing, healthcare, IT, and the maritime sector, all of which are very robust industries in the greater Pierce County region. All the research shows that education is a key driver to self-sufficiency, particularly access to post-secondary education. Third and finally, as a motivation for quality work and workforce development, is that we know that a holistic workforce approach, frankly, just leads to better outcomes. Family-focused initiatives can help a whole family move forward, and this also requires more quality and focus. Additionally, for many, a first job without continued support will often lead to a lack of retention and continued advancement. We need to take a longer-term view and work with individual participants and their families simultaneously. So all of that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why quality matters in workforce development. Now I'm going to turn and talk about what we're doing at Goodwill that is right front and center of the quality focus. First, we are helping our participants use what they earn to give them a platform to move forward. In partnership with United Way of Pierce County, we are a Center for Strong Families site, and through this site we offer financial coaching, income supports, and workforce training in a combined approach. We help, through this initiative, our individuals make better decisions regarding their finances such that they can support their pathway in training and use more of what they earn for their future career. In the first 6 months of this initiative, 81% of our participants have completed training, 51% have gotten jobs, and 35% have increased their earnings. Secondly, along the quality initiative, we are focusing on whole family initiatives like never before. Specifically, one of our projects is Women to Work, which seeks to break the cycle of poverty in families. We are currently partnering with over 9 early childcare organizations representing nearly 30 centers to help mothers and their children. We're currently helping nearly 70 moms right now and over 140 children through this 2-generational initiative. The moms receive job training, placement, financial coaching, and support services, and we also help support family activities that contribute to mother-child bonding and mutual growth. It's a thrilling thing to work in the field of workforce development and embrace workforce from a whole family perspective. Third, we are working hard to develop new programs related to STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Information technology is increasingly a fundamental workplace skill, so we've now added a higher level IT course to our mix that includes website management skills, cloud document storage and retrieval, in addition to computer hardware and all the fleet of Microsoft applications. We are also broadcasting this class statewide daily to our Longview and Yakima locations through our digital learning theater. We're doing this to ensure that individuals throughout the state of Washington can get access to this fundamental information technology workplace skill. Related to STEM, math. I've been told it's the M in STEM, math. Math is a barrier to employment, quite simply, for young people and adults. It's a barrier to accessing trades-related occupations. It can be a barrier to accessing post-secondary education and community college training because there are entrance tests often in the math environment. We seek to help more individuals break down their barriers to math, and we've done this in partnership with Pierce County and the city of Tacoma. We now have a math center. It stands for Math Assistance, Tutoring, and Help that we're running at our Goodwill from 3 to 7, Monday through Thursday. It's a fabulous program, drop-in tutoring, one-on-one assistance, helping individuals get their math skills back up to snuff so that they can proceed forward. It's a fundamental math program, and it's fundamental in this STEM argument. Our slogan for our math center is 4 out of 3 people struggle with math. I'll let you noodle on that, but we also use it in our promotional brochures because math should be fun, it should be safe, and it should be rewarding in helping people grow on their pathway. By the way, can I see by a show of hands grandmothers in the audience, please? Grandmas? Grandmas, I have to thank you. I took a lot of years of schooling to be a steward of public funding. And our largest referral source to our math tutoring drop-in center, grandmothers. I never saw that coming. I'm blown away by it. Thank you for your service to our young people in our community. Grandmas rock. Next. 4, we're expanding and deepening our work also in terms of the Quality Initiative for persons with disabilities. Goodwill historically, as you know, Goodwill has been a provider of services to persons with disabilities, and that continues to be true today, but it's even more so. Listen to this. In the last 12 months, we have experienced an 83% increase in our enrollment of persons with disabilities into our programs. So we're now at 200 people we're serving at the Milgard Center. And we are maintaining a 91% employment rate with 84 different business partners. This increase is due to the quality and depth of services we offer, and it's likely to continue and grow. But it gets even better. We're also expanding our services to the Rainier State School in Buckley. This school is a state residential institution for persons with developmental disabilities. In partnership with Pierce County Developmental Disabilities Administration and Rainier School residents and their families, we're helping individuals with disabilities make informed choices about where they want to live and work and how they want to transition out of Rainier to the community of their choice. One young adult who has been in the Rainier School since he was an infant is currently learning about community and work through a work experience in our Bonnie Lake Goodwill retail store. This young man is excited about his future, and we are excited about our work opening up futures for many other residents at the school. We are focusing on inclusion and community integration through this project. Last quality initiative, and it's a big one. We are examining how we can even better meet the needs of our retail employees. Over 1,500 statewide, as Lori mentioned, the core, the very core of our workforce at Goodwill. As this next video will show, Goodwill Business Lines are a key workforce training conduit, and we're interested in making sure many of our quality innovations I've just listed get out to our current workers to help them also advance upward in their own career pathway. This innovation and quality and career pathway thinking can't happen without your support of our organization and its mission. Going deeper and helping our participants go farther along their career pathway takes all of us working together. Thank you for being here today. Now, let's hear from another success story, Jessie. Many years ago, Jessie was a participant in our Department of Social and Health Services Welfare to Work program. We placed Jessie at a Goodwill retail location through a work experience initiative under that project. And Goodwill then met Jessie where she was at and helped her capitalize on her strengths to achieve her own pathway to advancement. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jessie.
My name is Jessica Ide. I grew up in Tacoma, Washington. I don't remember too much of my younger years. I just always remember my mom was gone, my dad was gone. I was always with my older brothers. My mom and dad, they had a really unhealthy relationship. When I was about 13 years old, my mom and dad had split up. My mom had left the picture, and my dad was left alone with me and my two brothers. Where it left me, I didn't have no guidance. All I did was hang out, party, got into running with gangs, stealing cars, what turned into doing drugs. I was addicted to meth. I ran with a crowd that police were busting in doors. Friends of mine were found dead, wrapped in saran wrap in the trunk of their cars. By the time I was 26, I got pregnant with my second child. I needed to change, not only for myself, but for my children as well. I gotta guide them and give them what I didn't get. I got enrolled into college to finish my GED. Again, I didn't know anything, no lifestyle, what I wanted to be, any kind of skills. So I didn't enroll into another program, but I was accepted in the community jobs program through the DSHS. In 2009 is when I got hired as a cashier at Goodwill. And that's when I knew I just needed to keep going to be able to provide for my kids. From there, I got moved to production. I learned how to drive a forklift. I am now a forklift certifier myself. Promoted then to North Tacoma store as a supervisor. I moved from North Tacoma to 72nd. That I was a supervisor for 3 years, and then I got promoted as an assistant manager. I cried when I got promoted at Goodwill because I never thought I would make it that far. I would have thought I would be in prison or dead. For Goodwill to keep giving me that opportunity had kept me driven. I've learned how to teach, coach, and train the retail skills class to help other people get jobs. I've learned how to be kind and remember everybody has their own stories and to always be patient. Goodwill is like my family. They've gave me the guidance and the patience, the way of life for me to keep going. And that validation, because I never had that validation, is why I strive to do my best and do so well for Goodwill.